the only home morning show with Becca and Mike D, joined by the legend, one of our favorites, Sean Paul, is in the building. Thank you so much
for
coming back to Providence. You've been spending a lot of time in New England lately.
Yeah, you know, I can't get enough of that clam chowder.
Yeah. Is that what it is? Or is it because we're closer to Canada now and, you know?
Yeah, it's right across the border.
Yeah. Right? And this was a big, I saw you post about Canada and the big
whoop yesterday, yeah.
All the news this week. And I like that you got the fit for the wintertime.
Yeah, I mean, I heard I was coming this side and I was like, you know what? I'm not sure if I could download enough sun this trip, so.
Listen, if you do, send some my way. Send that file, because I'm not ready for it either. It fits fresh, though. I like it.
Thank you.
We also really love, Mad Love, the prequel.
Appreciate it, yeah.
So why is it called the prequel?
Because there is a sequel.
Oh.
Yeah, I have a lot of songs that you know, wrote with other people. The hooks are kind of like, you know, nice and for someone else to sing, not for me. And so I've been trying to get people in them. So, you know, we had a few months year before last of getting other people like Dua Lipa, Becky G, and you know, it's been taking a while. We're waiting on people's schedules and that kind of stuff. And meanwhile, I'm just trying to, you know, be out there. So I wanted to put this EP out just to kind of put half of the work out. Features Tory Lanez, Migos, and it features, as I said, Dua Lipa, Becky G, also Steph London. Big up to her. We just did another big song. And Ellie Goulding and this one with Janie Aiko, which we just shot the video for last week. Yeah, week and a half ago.
So speaking of Naked Truth with Jenny Aiko, it's funny to hear her on like an up-tempo song, because I feel like whenever I hear her music, I'm like getting in my feelings a little bit. You know what I mean? It's like, you gotta set like the mood lighting.
Sexy feelings.
Yeah,
too.
Yeah, this one's sexy feeling.
Yeah, definitely. So what was it like, you know, working with her on something like that, with something more
You
up-tempo?
know, we pinpointed her. I was like, I want her. I hear her doing it. It's funny because it's kind of more upbeat for her, but it's a lot more sensual for me. So it brings both of us to each other's kind of world. And then after that, the fans can get a little, you know, you know, you mix the soup and then you put a little spice in. That's what I do to songs. So I'm the spice on the top, and I think it's just a good vibe with me and her. We haven't met yet, you know.
Wow.
Yeah. On the video that we did the other day, she kind of got sick, so she's doing her part right now. And it's gonna be good though. Yeah. Good vibe.
That's why we love technology.
Yeah, how does that affect the creative process though? Like you said, you know, with this busy schedules and you hear something, you hear somebody else on it. What's that like getting in touch with them? Or?
It's weird because sometimes they want to do it, but their schedule, like they're in a video rotation or song rotation right now with albums, you know, or singles being promoted. So, and I definitely want that person. I think, you know, they sound amazing. They would sound amazing on it. Sometimes the people, you know, they might try it, but they still can't do it for now, so I got to hold on to the song. And sometimes I can't find the right person to do it. Like, I think it's that person, they do it, I'm like, it don't sound that right, and we have to revamp, you know what I mean? So, to me, a lot of people don't like doing music that way. They feel it's like compromising their artistry, but to me, you know, yellow and blue makes green. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to mix art. And I've had near 20 years of me doing my own art, so I'm tired of painting just blue, you know? Yeah. This Van Gogh wants to expand a little bit and just live with other people's art as well as my own. I think that as a youngster, you have to prove yourself, you have to do your own stuff. But, you know, now I'm trying to diversify it a little bit in terms of having other people do some of my hooks and see how that feels.
And we've seen you cross over so many times in your career. I mean, obviously going back to like Baby Boy with Beyonce and changing it up. So like now, obviously, EDM and dancehall's back and all this stuff. Is there anything else like the next wave that you're ready to hop on right now and Sean Paul flavor?
You know, I did a song with Stoneboy. I needed a song from my artist Ching Ching. Stoneboy is from Africa, and that's you know, Afrobeat. He's more of a dancehall oriented Afrobeat artist, But I find that Afrobeat in general, it's sounding a lot like dancehall nowadays to me, and also soca music. So it's fun that I think those three genres especially are kind of becoming, or they're very close. I don't say they're becoming one, but they're very close, and I like some of the stuff that's happening with the Afrobeat world right now. I still like, what's up with trap music, them long, deep bass lines and the 808s, it kind of gets you, so, yeah.
It's the wave right now, for sure.
And yeah, you mentioned 20 years in the industry. What do you owe that longevity to?
The people who's watching right now and liking, you know what I mean? Yeah, I keep doing what I like, and there's sometimes it's missed by a general public, but I got a lot of fans that stay true to, finding stuff out about me. Big up to them, and just the love of the music. I like what I do, and also young artists and producers inspire me. Like I was talking about my artist Cha-Ching. We just dropped my EP 2 months ago and his album about a month ago. The album's out on all platforms. It's called Turning Tables. If you want to check out a real authentic dancehall artist, check him out. I've known him since about 2009, and as I said, young cats like him inspire me. We saw him grabbing, the microphone at people's dances and just spitting, like saying rhymes and saying funny stuff. And me and my brother would always encourage him, hey, why you don't put those slangs into songs? And now he's done it. And it's just inspired me. His whole album reminds me of back in the day. We put skits on his album, and because it reminds me of when I was in first form then. You know what I'm saying? When my first album was coming out, so I contributed to some of those skits, and it's just feeling like a whole new energy. So as I said, that's what keeps me going.
I remember the first album, the skits were hilarious. I loved it. Even like the intro to the album was dope too. Like I remember always playing that back. Like, damn, this is good.
But some of that's on Ching's album on Turning Tables, so you can check that out too.
Dope.
Yeah.
Mad Love is the prequel, so when can we expect the sequel?
I would say it's sometime next year, probably right before like spring going into summertime. Because most of the work's finished. I'm mixing off a couple of things, and I'm just waiting on 1 or 2 key people. Yeah.
Well, take us to church, Sean Paul. Thank
Yes,
you
ma'am.
so much.
For sure.
Yes.
Mad
Amen.
Love, the prequel, it's out now. Check it out. Thank you.
Yeah.